Hello everyone and welcome back to Angela's Craft Room today. Now today I've had a few requests how to do a centre step card. I did have this one on my blog a couple of weeks ago. Let's go out a little bit. A couple of weeks ago, and I had a lot of people wanting to know how to do this centre step card. So centre step being that this is your front piece and then the two sides are cut so they give the 3D effect. So you can see like that way, you can see there why it is called a centre step card. So I'm just going to go through it with you and then I'll show the other one I did last night, and I will put the link to the centre step card that is on my blog at the moment. But basically, if you know the measurements and how to do it, then you can decorate them how you prefer to. Now to start with, I've got a piece of cardstock. Doesn't matter what colour. I've done black so I could do white lines so you can see when I'm talking. So the piece of cardstock is 11 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. So you need that first. Now we're going to work, doesn't matter which end you work from, but I've chosen to work from this end. Now you need to find your 1 inch mark from your outside edge, and I've got a little mark there. Just see if I can make that bigger for you. So I've got my mark there. It's just not, hope you can see that. I've got sort of there. I'm pretty sure you can see that. Okay, so I've got my 1 inch mark there in from this edge, and then you have to come down to the inch mark here. So 1 inch in, and you find your 1 inch down here. So when you've got your inch mark here, you need to put a little mark so you know where your inch mark is here. So 1 inch in here, and from 1 inch the top to 1 inch down there. Then what I do is I draw a line from that 1 inch mark. I draw a line down to my 6.5 inch mark, and then I turn it around and do exactly the same on the other side. So it's just going in from this side now. We're going in from this side to your 1 inch mark, which is there where my finger is. So just 1 inch in from the edge, and then 1 inch down, and then you're going to do another white line 1 inch down to the 6.5 inch mark there. Okay, and then you're going to get your cutter and you're going to cut from that 1 inch where that white line is, that 1 inch down to 6.5 inches. Now you need to do that both sides. So once you've done that, what you're going to do then is on both sides, you're going to score coming down from the top here to your 1 inch mark. You're going to score in with your whatever scoring tool you've got. I use the Stampin Up scoring plate, but you go from just into the cut line. So no further than the cut line. At the 1 inch mark, you just go into your cut line, and then at 2 inches, and then at 6.5 inches. So you're scoring at 1 inch, 2 inch and 6.5 inch. but you're only scoring into the cut line that you've cut. And then you would do the same this side. You score at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 6.5 inches. Okay? And then what you do, sorry, from the top here, you need to find the 5.5 inch mark. And what you need, you've made those 2 cuts. You've made your 2 cuts. So you just need to score at your 5.5 inch mark from that end where you've done your cuts. So that's 5.5 inches to there, and then you just score that middle piece there, not on your sides, just the middle piece there. And then when you've done that, you just, the first fold will be a mountain fold, and then the second one, which is your 2 inch mark, will be a valley fold, and then these three, 1, 2, 3, they are all mountain folds. And then you just simply burnish your edges like that. And then you have the basis of your center step card like that, and then it's left to embellish. Now I do have a tip. I'll just grab this one. I like to line the inside of my, just go down a bit, yeah. I like to line the inside of my center step cards. Now you don't have to, you can just do the front if that's what you want to do, but I do find if ladies just do the front, so you'd be doing your 2 inset sides and you'd embellish here and along here. I find if you only do that and you don't line the inside, because we've done so many cuts and score lines, it doesn't stand as firmly as when you line the inside of the card. So I'm going to give you the measurements now for all the panels, and the measurements that I give you, that's going to give you enough to do the inside as well. Okay, so we'll just start off. So to start with, we need 2. Now this is just in any colour, I've done it in black, so hopefully you can see it better. So you need 2 panels, 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches times 2 panels. So you need 2 of those. Then you need 2 panels that are 5.5 inches by 1 inch, and that is for the bottom front that goes across there. Okay, so that's those 2 you need. Then you need, let's grab the next ones, you need 4 panels. So I've got 4. You need 4 panels that are 1 inch by 4 3/8 of an inch. Now that's for inside and outside, so you just need 4. So 2 are going to go on the outside and 2 are going to go on the inside, and that is your side panels there. Okay, so that's 1 inch by 4 3/8, and you need 4 of those. then you need 4 1-inch by 1-inch square, and those ones, if you can see that little square in there, that is what that's for. So you've got one there, you've got one in there, and if we turn on the inside, you're going to have one square there and one square there. So that's those. And what I find's best is if you just cut all your pieces first. Then you need, this is for inside the card, you need 5 3/8 of an inch by 4 3/8 of an inch. And that is just this piece here. That is the big piece that goes in there, inside your card. Okay? And then you just need one little piece that is 3.5 inches by 1 inch. Now where that goes is inside your card, just in that little piece there. So it's just tidying up inside your card. Okay, now the design series paper. So what I did with the one last night, I did a base black card like this one. I did a base black card, and then I cut all those pieces that I've just shown you, I cut them in very vanilla, and then I cut my designer series paper. So to start with, you need, got all the pieces written down here. So you need a front for your card. Now this is from the new Christmas pack that was released on June 2016, Stampin' Up's brand new catalogue. That is 3¼ inches by 4¼ inches, and that is just your front piece. I'll show you the one I did last night, the Christmas one. That is just this piece here, okay? Then you've got your two sides. So then you've got your two sides, and they measure 4¼ inches by 3/4 inches. And then you've got your piece that goes across the bottom of your card, and that measures 5 1/8 by 3¼ inches. And then I cut my panel for inside the card, and that measured 5 inches by 3 3/4. And then I don't have a measurement for this one. It was just how much of the designer series paper I actually wanted to see. But if you want me to tell you how big it is, it's 4 inches by 3 1/4. So it's 4 inches by 3 1/4, and then I would just adhere that onto there, and then you've got that space to write on, and you've got the highlighting of the beautiful design series paper. It is a really nice design series paper, this Christmas pack. So that's all your panels, and I will put the measurements at the bottom of this post for you. Just showing you the one that I did last night. I was up to 1 o'clock this morning finishing this. But once you cut your panels out, it's easy. It's just a matter of putting it together. So this is using the new Designer Series Christmas pack, as I said. Then I used sorry about that. I used the Flurry of Wishes. So I use this sentiment here, sending you flurry of warm Christmas wishes, and I did that in very vanilla. This is real red that I stamped it in, and then you can also get the coordinating snowflake punch, which cuts out the two smaller size snowflakes. So it cuts out these two, and then this one I love using as a background stamp, but you could fussy cut these out and put them on your card as well if you were really wanting the large snowflake. Then I've just used some of the new natural trim, the gold one from Stampin' Up, and I've just adhered a little rhinestone in the middle of each snowflake. Then I've used some of the new red ribbon, stitched red ribbon from Stampin' Up. Now, when you adhering your ribbon to your card like this, the red piece, you need to adhere that with tear and tape. Don't try adhering it with a wet glue or snail adhesive, because it just won't stick. It won't stay there. So that, oh yeah, also I want to tell you, people that know me know how I do I'm not the best bow maker. So when I just wrapped these round like I normally do and adhered it to the back of this piece with some snail, then I cut another piece of ribbon and just threaded it underneath, because I've just wrapped it round so you're able to thread it underneath, and then just tied it. I just let it go where it wanted to, just give it a bit of a pull, and then just snipped it off. So that's the center step card, and you can see how different the two cards are, with like the first one I made to the second one. So you really only need a tutorial on how to make your base, and then it's up to you how you want to embellish them. So I hope that's helpful for those that have been asking for a tutorial on the center step card, and I will, as I say, I will put a link to the other center step card on my blog, and I'll put all the measurements for the cardstock panels and the Designer Series paper panels at the bottom of this tutorial. And I'd just like to thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me today, and I just hope that you will give that center step card a try, because it is a very wow factor card, and people that get it just really love receiving a handmade card that's just a bit different. So till next time, happy crafting.